Hello everyone, hope all of you are doing great. And in today's video, we're going to discuss lesson 1.3 in Unit 1, the workbook stage 9, which is all about indices. So in the first question here, it says to you write each number as a fraction. If it has a negative integer, that means you need to get the reciprocal of it. What's the meaning of reciprocal? It means that you flip it. So it's going to become 1 over 7 to the power of 1, which is just 1 over 7. The second one over here, they wanted 1 over 7 to the power of 2, which is actually 1 over 49. The next one over here is 1 over 5 to the power of 3, which is 1 over 125. Next here is 1 over 3 to the power of 4, which is actually equal to 1 over 81. Here, 1 over 15 to the power of 2, which is 1 over 225. And here is 1 over 20 to the power of 2, which is 1 over 400. Next one. Just a second. All right, it says to you, write these numbers as a power of 4. Once you see the word as a power of 4 or of 2 or of 5, it means that they wanted this number to be the base. So this means that they wanted 4 to the power of what? And here they wanted 4 to the power of what? And so on. 4 to the power of what? All of them, we wanted the basis to be 4. Okay, let me use here another color. 1 over 4 is actually just 4 to the power of -1 because I'm going to flip it again, which is going to change the sign of the integer of the power. Here, it is actually 1 over 4 to the power of 3. But we wanted 4 to the power of what right away? So it's 4 to the power of -3. And here, we agreed before that anything to the power of 0 is 1. So it's definitely 4 to the power of 0. And here, if you don't know 256 is 4 to the power of what, then you need to multiply the 4 by itself and you see how many times you need until you reach 256. So for example, we know that 4 times 4 is 16. Times 4 is 64. 64, if you multiply by 4 again, is going to give you 256, which is going to give you 4 to the power of 4. And here is the same exactly, but this is 1 over 4 to the power of 4, which is actually 4 to the power of -4. And here, this is 4 to the power of 2, and Mr. 16 is 4 to the power of 2. Yes, this is correct. 16 itself is 4 to the power of 2, but 16 to the power of -1 is 4 to the power of -2. Here, write each number as a power of 5. And they've given me here a decimal. You need to write it first as a fraction. 0.2 as a fraction, yes, it is 2 over 10, but in the simplest form, it is 1 over 5. Now we want 1 over 5 as a power of 5. Flip it. It is 5 to the power of -1. 25 as a power of 5 is 5 to the power of 2. 0.04 as a power of 5, Mr. Ahmed said that you need to write it first as a fraction, which is 4. It is 4 in the 100th place, so it's 4 over 100. Simplify it will give you 1 over 25. Oh, but Mr., they want it as a power of 5. Then I need this 25 to be written as a 5. So 5 to the power of 2. Oh, Mr. I'm done. No, you're not done. We need at the end of the form to be this way, 5 to the power of something. So it is -2. 15 to the power of 0 is the same as 5 to the power of 0. All of them are equal to 1. 125 to the power of -1. Yeah, Mr. I know already that this is 5 to the power of 3. 125 is 5 to the power of 3. Yes, this is correct, but it's 125 to the power of -1, so it's 5 to the power of -3. Here, find the value of x to the power of -3 when x is equal to 2. So here I'm going to remove the x and write 2 to the power of -3. So what is 2 to the power of -3 equal to? Don't say to me negative 8. Please, no, this is not going to be correct. Yeah, Mr. Mish, 2 to the power of 3 is 8. Yes, 2 to the power of 3 is 8, but 2 to the power of negative 3 is 1 over 8. Okay? So 2 to the power of 3 is 8, correct, but negative 3, so 1 over 8. If x is 3, so it's 3 to the power of negative 3. Yeah, mister, that means 3 to the power of 3, yes, which is 27, but it's negative 3, so 1 over 27. Here is 5 to the power of negative 3, correct. Oh, mister, I know that 5 to the power of 3 is 125, correct. So it's 1 over 125. The last one over here is 10 to the power of negative 3. Mister, I know that 10 to the power of 3 is 1,000. This is right. So this is 1 over 1,000. Let's continue. Write the answer to each multiplication as a power of 12. So here 12 to the power of 3 multiplied by 12 to the power of negative 1. Okay, mister, if the bases are the same, I'm going to add the powers. So it is 12 to the power of 3 plus negative 1, which means minus 1. They have different signs, so we're going to subtract. The 3 plus negative 1 is 2. You've got 12 to the power of 2. They want it as a power of 12, which means you are not supposed to answer it. You cannot say it is 144. Why, mister? Because they want it as a power of 12, so you must leave it this way, 12 to the power of 2. Here, if you multiply, we add the powers, so it is 12 to the power of negative 1 plus negative 2, which is 12 to the power of negative 3, and leave it this way. This one is 12 to the power of 4 plus negative 5, which is going to be negative 1. And the last one here is 12 to the power of 3. Here, this question, write the answer to each multiplication in index 4. Same technique exactly. They want it to be written in the index form, which means they want a power as well. So this is going to be 5 to the power of 3. Oh, how did you do, mister? 4 plus negative 1. And here, it is 15 to the power of 5 times 15 to the power of negative 5. That is going to give me 15 to the power of 0, because 5 plus negative 5 is 0. Okay? Next is here 4 to the power of negative 6. They have the same signs, so we add them, so it's negative 6. And here is 5 to the power of negative 12. Same signs, we add them, so it's negative 12. Here is 8 to the power of, they have different signs. This one means 8 to the power of, don't say 0, don't say nothing. It's 8 to the power of 1. So negative 6 plus 1 is negative 5. Next, in division, we subtract the powers. So 7 to the power of 3, because we subtracted 5 minus 2. And here 3 minus 4 is negative 1, so 7 to the power of negative 1. And here 4 minus negative 2. So it's 7 to the power of 4 minus negative 2, which means it's 7 to the power of 4 plus 2, which means 7 to the power of 6. The last question here says to you, we subtracted the powers, so it is 7 to the power of negative 4 minus negative 3. So it is equal to 7 to the power of negative 4 plus 3, which is equal to 7 to the power of negative 1. Okay, good. Let's continue with the next page. Here are the things you write the answers. Same thing exactly. They want in the index form. So it's going to be 12 to the power of 3 minus negative 2, which is 12 to the power of 3 plus 2, which is 5. This one here is 3 to the power of 4 minus 8, which is 3 to the power of negative 4. And this one here is 5 to the power of negative 5 minus 2, which is 5 to the power of negative 7. And this one here is 25 to the power of negative 3 minus negative 4, which is 25 to the power of negative 3 plus 4, which is just 25 to the power of positive 1, which is just 25. The next question here, it says to you, 3 plus what is 9? We agreed we're going to add the indices. So 3 plus what is 9? Definitely, Mr. 6. So here x equals 6. 3 plus 6 is 9. Or in other words, you can just simply do 9 minus 3 is going to give you the 6. Okay, because I want to add both of them up. They give me negative 5. So do negative 5 minus negative 3. Okay, you understand this? As if I'm saying it to you here. Negative 3 plus what equals negative 5. Simply, you can just take this minus this will give you this. As if you're saying 3 plus what equals 7. I'm going to take 7 minus 3 is going to give me 4. That's the same thing. So what is negative 5 minus negative 3? Let me erase this. Negative 5 minus negative 3 equals negative 5 plus 3, which is negative 2. So here, this x is negative 2. X equals negative 2. All right, next one over here, it says question B says 3 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 3 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of x equals 3 to the power of negative 2. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start negative 2 minus 2 equals negative 4. So x equals negative 4. If you try 2 plus negative 4 is going to give you negative 2. Here I got 1, so it is positive 1 minus negative 3. So minus negative 3, which is going to give you 1 plus 3, which is 4. So here x is 4. If you try it, 4 plus negative 3, which just means 4 minus 3, is going to give you 1. All right, here, 2 minus 4, 2 minus 4 is negative 2. So here y equals negative 2. And here, let's continue with b, but after we erase this. All right, let's continue. Here, question B says to you, 6 minus what is 2? 6 minus what equals 2? Oh, mister, yes, in subtraction is the same as 6 minus 2 is what? What is 6 minus 2? It's just 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. So here y is 4. The next one, 2 minus what is negative 4? 2 minus what is negative 4? If you just noticed here, we need a bigger number because 2, you minus from it something becomes negative 4. So it is just, I'm going to take it down 6. 2 minus 6. Now the sign of the bigger number is negative. So it is negative 6. Where is it? Yes, it's question C. Y equals negative 4. And the last question here, which is D, I have here y, it is something minus 3 equals 4. What minus 3 is 4? Yeah, so you're going to find out that it is 7 minus 3 is 4. So here y equals 7. Let's go to the next question. They're saying to you, question 11, replace x with 1, x with 2, x with 3. Let me erase this to have enough space for the answers. All right. So here, we agreed here that y equals 7. All right. So if I say to you x to the power of 0 when x is 1, here I want 1 to the power of 0 plus 1 to the power of negative 1 plus 1 to the power of negative 2. Mister, 1 to the power of 0, 1 to the power of anything in the world is 1, even if it's to the power of 0. We know that anything to the power of 0 is 1, including 1 itself. So 1 to the power of 0 is 1, plus 1 to the power of negative 1 is also 1, plus 1 to the power of negative 2 is also 1. So the answer here is 3. But if x is 2, it means here 2 to the power of 0 plus 2 to the power of negative 1 plus 2 to the power of negative 2. Here is going to be a little bit different. 2 to the power of 0 is 1 plus 2 to the power of negative 1 means 1 over 2. And 2 to the power of negative 2, we agreed up there It's the same exactly as 2 to the power of 2, which is 4, but we're going to flip it, so it's 1 over 4. Now with the fractions, you need to make the denominators the same. You multiply this by 2, you multiply this by 2. The new question here becomes 1 plus 2 over 4 plus 1 over 4, which is 1 plus 3 over 4, which is, as a mixed number, 1 and 3 over 4 written this way. That's it. Again, we just wrote 2 to the power of 0 plus 2 to the power of -1 plus 2 to the power of -2. 2 to the power of 0 is the 1. 2 to the power of -1, it's the same as 2 to the power of 1, which is 2, but it's 1 over 2 plus 2 to the power of -2, the same as 2 to the power of 2, which is 4, but it's negative, so it's going to be 1 over 4. Just only add the fractions. You need to know how to add unlike fractions. Make the denominators the same. We found out that it's 3 over 4, so it's 1 and 3 over 4. The last question, question C, it says here, x is 3, so it's 3 to the power of 0 plus 3 to the power of -1 plus 3 to the power of -2, which is 1 plus 3 to the power of 1 is 3, but it's negative power, so 1 over 3 plus 3 to the power of 2 is 9, but it's negative, so 1 over 9. The same thing exactly. Add the unlike fractions. So it's 1 plus, you're going to find that multiplying this by 3, it's 3 over 9, which is 4 over 9, which is equal to 1 and 4 over 9. All right, here in the coming question, let's go down. 11, it says to you here 121 times 14,641, but they gave you a table up there. 121 is exactly 11 to the power of 2 times 14,641 is 11 to the power of 4. So it is equal to 11 to the power of 6. That's it. You don't do anything else about it. But question B here, this number, 1,771,561 divided by this, definitely do not go and do the long division. It's impossible. You're not supposed to do that. Never do this. They're just telling you that this whole big number is 11 to the power of 6. Divided by this big number is 11 to the power of 4. So it's just 11 to the power of 2. And the third one over here, they told you that 121 is 11 to the power of 2. Divided by this number, which is 11 to the power of 5. So it's going to give you 11 to the power of -3. 2 minus 5 is -3. Oh, that's it. All right, thank you so much for watching and see you in another video.